Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to a monthly channel update. This one for October, finally. Where October is almost through and done with, but I was trying to catch up. So many games had come out this month, and so many different things were going on that I was bound to be a little bit late with it this time around. Plus, I wanted to kind of wait and see what this whole YouTube Red thing was going to be and everything else. And I'm recording this on the 28th, Wednesday, October 28th. YouTube Red just rolled out today, and I'm happy to say there's been no difference to me so far. I still seem to have the ability to upload things and also schedule them, and videos are still going public, and all my videos are still public as far as I can tell. So fingers crossed. It seems like everything went well for me. There doesn't seem to be any appreciable difference from myself, so I am very happy about that. All my content continues to be free as it can be, as free as I can make it, let's put it that way. So that is great. So I'm not going to talk any more about that. That's done and over with now. What I do like to do is I like to use these channel updates as a way to just talk about the content on my channel, what I'm thinking of doing in the future. Every plan that I come up with is tentative because obviously I get something else might come out that throws off my schedule or whatever. So take all this with a grain of salt, but this is also my way of sort of being a little bit transparent and giving you some information about how the channel's doing and the health of it and all that stuff. So first of all, I want to say thanks to everyone who has stuck around with the channel, and welcome to all the new subscribers. We've had a lot of them this month since the last channel update. We went from 274 subscribers on the last update to now 317, and it looks like we'll stick at 317 for a little while. I can tell because it'll fluctuate between 316 and 317, you know what I mean, like that. So usually when I see that number start to fluctuate, I know I'm going to kind of sit there for a little while, which is fine. I am totally cool with that. That is far more. That is about 316 more subscribers than I thought I ever have. so I am completely happy with everything that's going on there. And we went from 1,065 videos to 1,127 videos. Actually, technically more like 1,130, including this one. But because I just finished recording Minecraft Story Mode Episode 2. In fact, I'm actually doing some multitasking here. It's off rendering right now as we speak, and I'm over on my Linux machine recording this thing right here. Oh, by the way, the game in the background is Submerged. I always forget to mention the game, and then it's like halfway through and I mention it. So there you go. The game in the background is Submerged. All the links in the description, as always. What else we have here? I went from 49,207 total channel views to 57,824, almost 10,000 views this month since the last update. More like 10, 9, 8, probably around 8,000, roughly, almost. Which is very, very good. That's very good growth there, very good numbers. I'm happy with everything that is going on. As I mentioned previously, I was concerned, my last Cube Ramblings episode about this whole YouTube Red thing, but so far, fingers crossed, everything seems to be going well. Speaking of going well, Soul Zero continues. I'm up to episode 80 will be going out. Actually, it's probably out by the time you hear this. I think I'm going to schedule this for Thursday afternoon. So that is continuing on, and I will be continuing playing Soul Zero on a regular basis for the foreseeable future. You're probably asking, what happened to Concrete Jungle? That's usually in this time slot. You didn't have it on Tuesday, and now it's Thursday, and you still don't have it. Well, funny thing happened. I have stuff recorded. I only have enough for one episode, and it's another failure episode. And really, the game is just ridiculously hard right now. And I don't normally have any problems with putting up a failure episode and then the next episode following up with a, here was the successful run and all that stuff. I think I'm going to try, because of some things that have come up this week, I thought maybe I'd take this time to just give it a break for this 1 week and try to get ahead of the game. So the episode I would have put up today will end up going up on Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll be able to get through it while recording. So I want to go back and try to re-record and then do what I've been doing. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. Do what I've been normally doing, which is showing you, hey, I failed, but then here's the successful run thing. So I'd like to do that. That gives me the opportunity to do that. So then maybe you'll see the run plus the success at the end. Let's do that, and then I need to do some more recording over and above that of whatever the next map will be. Like I said, the maps are getting pretty darn hard, so it's going to be interesting to continue forward. I want to continue forward with the game, but as you know, whenever I run into a lot of resistance from the game, where the game gets really hard, I end up having to skip some episodes here and there and all that stuff. So my apologies. That's just it is what it is. I only have 2 to 3 hours to record each night, and if I'm stuck on something and I can't get it done in the 2 hours that I have, then it's gotta fall by the wayside until I can do it again. That's just 'tis the nature of time management, I suppose. So that is what's happening with that. That is not going away. I'm trying my best to get through that game. It's really difficult. If I hit a point where I hit a wall and I can't go forward any further, I may end up ending the series, but we'll see. In the past, I've done that with other series, but they're still sort of dangling out there. Like, I still do want to get back to Chroma Squad and all that stuff. Like, I feel like a perfect storm happened while I was doing Chroma Squad, where the game suddenly got really difficult and I couldn't get past it, and there was like 10 other things going on. So I was like, all right, we'll just shelve this for right now. So I do have the intentions of going back to them. I'm going to stick with Concrete Jungle as much as I possibly can. If I do hit that wall, I'll let you guys know in the episode that I hit the wall in, hopefully, or at least on Twitter anyway, if it's between episodes. So, but my plan right now is to keep on going with that. I would really, really like to do that all the way to completion and then go play Star Trek Birth of the Federation. I have it all set up and ready to go. I have some mods to it to make it widescreen and various other things. Though Star Trek Birth of the Federation would probably just be a one-time playthrough. Like, I'd play through just one campaign probably and then be done with it and then not, revisit it. It's not going to be like an ongoing thing. It'll just be like a one and done sort of series. So I'm kind of chomping at the bit to do that, but I'm hoping to get through Concrete Jungle in order to do it. So that's my plan. My plan is Concrete Jungle and then picking up Star Trek Birth of the Federation and playing through that for however many episodes that will be. And then Soul Zero will continue going on the Tuesday, Thursday slots. I had mentioned also in the previous Cube Ramblings that I'm playing Rebel Galaxy, and I'm thinking of making Rebel Galaxy, having it come out in the morning slots on Mondays. Morning slot more than likely, and whatever my running series is would get bumped to the afternoon slot. That's my hope and my dream is to do that. I'm hoping to start that maybe this Monday coming. I need time to record, and the rumor has it that the latest build for Rebel Galaxy has broken save games. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it didn't break the save game. I mean, I didn't get very far in the game, so it's not like, everything you see out there, that episode you see out there is all as far as I got. I literally that was the entire session. So hopefully I can just pick, even if I lose everything, it's not that much, and I've restarted the game already like 3 or 4 times as it is. So hopefully that we can continue forward with that. And I would like that to be just a once a week thing on Mondays, and it's going to be like a longer episode, probably. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna shoot for like 40 to 45 minute episodes on that. But there's a lot of editing that I have to do to sort of get rid of all the downtime. So it may end up being more like 35 minutes like the other one was, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to try to make those longer episodes so that you can get the full benefit of having a 2-episode thing in just one, hopefully. And my side quests are continuing. Side quest videos, still Wednesdays and Fridays. I am sort of running out, kind of things to do for side quests or games that I've had the chance to examine, because I've had so many other series going on that I've been cutting into the time to research other games. So that may, as time permits, that may end up being like, once a week, and then maybe twice a week, and then once a week, and then twice a week, something like that. It's probably going to fluctuate between once and twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays, depending on what I've got planned and what I've got time to look at. Like I said, I was trying to make more time for that, but a lot of these other things I hadn't planned on came up, and doing the best I can. The main series going on right now is Transformers Devastation. Enjoying that game a lot. I know it's not getting a whole heap of views, but I mean, it is kind of a niche thing, so I'm not too concerned about that. Plus, a lot of bigger YouTubers have already played the game or are playing the game, so that tends to make my stuff fall much lower in the search results, and that's fine. I play games because I enjoy them, not because I am looking for 5,000 views or anything like that. So that will continue. That's continuing in my main slot, being preempted whenever something like Minecraft Story Mode comes out, like it did. We had a sort of stealth update of that where it just caught everybody by surprise that episode 2 was out. I just, like I said, just played it a little bit earlier. Very disappointed in part 2. I didn't think I'd have a chance to record this, because usually it takes 2 hours to run to play through an episode of a Telltale game, but this one actually only took an hour, and it was a whole lot of nothing, unfortunately. So there's going to be 2 episodes of that going out. I'm going to do that probably Friday and Saturday, because I have enough Transformers Devastation for up to Thursday here. So that will tide you over to that, and then I need to record some more of that. I think we're pretty far along in the game. I don't know how long the game is. I think it's like a 10-hour game, and I'm about 8 hours into it. So I think we're getting close to the end of that. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And then once Transformers Devastation is done, I will then be playing, I think, Victor Vran. I think this is the next one I have scheduled. Next one I have on my brain. Whether or not something else comes up in the meantime, I don't know. But that's my initial thoughts and my initial plan is to do that. We'll play Victor Vran. And then at some point, I'm going to circle around and do Deus Ex Revision. But I'm kind of holding off on that for a while because it's been, I've kind of spammed a lot of the first-person shooter stuff. I went from, Wolfenstein to like Deus Ex. I've already done a Deus Ex pretty recently, so I'm just going to let that let that weigh for a little while, let that sort of breathe for a little bit, and then come back to it. So that'll be that. So I'm going to do eventually Deus Ex Revision, and I'm going to do it. The other reason I'm procrastinating on it is because I intend on recording it twice. So once with the relatively unmodified game, so I'll have like a widescreen mod and stuff, but I won't have any of the texture mods installed. So I'll do that with the other copy of the game that I have, the hard physical copy of the game that I have, and then the one that I have, the copy of the game that I have on Steam that has Deus Ex Revision installed, I'll play it again on that. I'll do the commentary on the Deus Ex Revision one, and then marry up the two videos as best as I can and try to like show whenever I deem it valuable or so, try to show like a picture-in-picture where it's the main picture is Deus Ex Revision, the smaller picture is the original game, and kind of try to match them up as best as I can whenever possible, so you can see the difference between the two, especially around cutscenes. Like I might start a cutscene in the old version, unmodified version, and then switch it over slowly to the new version, and you can see like, you know, difference in there. I think that would be a kind of cool way to handle it. It's not going to be your typical Let's Play, but it'll be interesting, I think. And it's not going to, you know, I'm going to use the audio from the revamped game, not from the old game. So it's not, you know, if you're not watching the screen, it's not going to hurt you at all. You know what I mean? It's just something it's some eye candy for the screen, I think. That's going to be a lot of work though, because obviously I got to record twice, and then I got to try to like mimic my actions from one to the other, and so on and so forth. But that's my tentative plan. That's why I'm putting that off until the future, some point in time. So yeah, talking about Rebel Galaxy, that will be continuing on. And then what else do we have on here? So sandbox games. Now I had started playing Empyrean Galactic Survival, and I kind of just let that lie for a little bit. I do want to get back into it, but there's so many things sort of pulling me left and right and center as far as games go, and so I have that on hold for now. The other thing is, I'm sort of, as much as I like that game, I'm torn, because there's two other games that I also want to do, that I want to play. There's other sandbox games I want to play, but there's Empyrean Galactic Survival, and then there's the other one that I did a side quest video of, Interstellar Rift. And that one's still so early that I don't feel like I can do justice to it if I do a Let's Play of it, but I really want that to be my Let's Play of a sandbox game, because I'm more, I don't know, compelled by that game, I guess, assuming they go in assuming that there's stuff for single players to do and not totally multiplayer it out. Because they do kind of have that weird multiplayer dichotomy in there that's like, I don't know if this is going to have anything for me or not in it. And of course there's also Space Engineers, but I feel like I am so far out of the loop when it comes to Space Engineers. It feels like Space Engineers to me feels a lot like Kerbal Space Program. I have Kerbal Space Program, I own it. I've wanted to do recordings on it, but I feel so far out of the loop that everything I do is not going to be good, right? It's just not going to do it justice. And I don't have the kind of time necessary to sit there and read through wiki pages and try to interpret what's being said. I learn best by doing, and by doing also failing. But I just feel like the learning curve and stuff on both of those games is just so beyond me that I can't have as much fun with them as I'd really want to. So that's kind of the state of that. And Medieval Engineers, I have not popped into in ages, so I have no idea what kind of state that's in either. Although the other problem I have with Space Engineers and Medieval Engineers is the building in it. Even though you have a lot of different blocks and half blocks and all kinds of stuff, rounded edges and things, the building is very frustrating to me. Like, I'm so used to Minecraft where it's like everything kind of just clicks together really easily, that when I get into some of these other games and it's like, no, you gotta really futz with this to get it to look, to get it to click in there right, or to get it to look right. And the thing that kept killing me with Empyrean Galactic Survival, in fact, was like, I want to build a platform, but in Minecraft it's easy to build a platform because you can crawl right up to the edge and just place blocks practically underneath yourself, whereas in most other games you can't do that. You got to do it from below or from the side or something, and it's just a pain in the neck. It makes everything much more difficult than I'm really used to, or that I really want it to be. So I have all that. I have all that to contend with in my brain when I'm playing these games. And then of course there's Minecraft, and I think it's safe to say that I won't be doing any more vanilla Minecraft videos on this channel. I probably will do live streaming of it once I get back into it. The LCM server, which is not really LCM anymore, it's called, I think, Haptic Hosting now, it has been reset, and I logged on earlier just to make sure all my settings were right and everything, and no one had built on there yet. So of course, when I pop back in there, it'll probably be nice and built up, the spawn area. But I do want to get back to playing vanilla Minecraft. I don't guarantee that I'll have any videos or anything of the sort. In fact, probably won't have any videos. Maybe have some live streams over on the Memory Leak Doom channel. That's probably about the extent of it. I might do live streams as I'm going through. In fact, I probably will do some live streams of it. I just don't have any plans of doing any formal videos anymore in Minecraft, just because it's well-worn territory, and I can't. I play Minecraft to be casual, I guess. I play Minecraft to relax, and I can relax while videoing, but a lot of people don't like those videos because you don't get anything accomplished. Whereas if I do a live stream, people are kind of a lot nicer about it, because it's like, oh yeah, it's a live stream, you're not editing anything, obviously, because it's live. So I sort of, if I do any live streams of it, if I do anything with recording Minecraft, it'll be just live streams and not anything that requires editing or anything like that. Just because I really, if I'm to get back into Minecraft in any kind of capacity, it's got to be just as a relaxing thing, where I just need to have a mental holiday while I'm doing it, basically. I mean, that's what games are to me, really, is a mental holiday. But I do want to be at least moderately entertaining, have a modicum of entertainment in my doings. I mean, I don't play any parts. I just play myself mostly. I don't do multiplayer because or collaborate. Well, I do multiplayer, but I don't do collaborations because I can't. My schedule is so weird, right? It's like, to do a collab requires you to have some sort of play date, right? Some kind of set schedule where you're going to go and do something. And I'm either falling behind on videos, or the rare occasion I'm ahead on them. and I'm never recording the same thing on the same days all the time. You would think I'd have some sort of pattern where I'm like, I record this on Mondays, I record this on Tuesdays, I record that on Wednesdays. I don't, because that would require me to be somewhat organized, and try as I might, I can be very, very organized at work, but when I come home, I am just free spirit. I am a total free spirit. If I don't feel like recording something, then I will go watch Netflix for tonight. I mean, it's just the way it is. And that, of course, puts me behind, or, a lot of times it's I have a lot of stuff to do on a weekend, and I don't get the time to record things like I want to get ahead of things. Much like Concrete Jungle this week, normally I would record that on a Sunday, but I was behind on everything else, so I had to record everything else. And so that put me behind on Concrete Jungle, which then when I went and finally recorded it, I ran out of time to record, because I also recorded Soul Zero the same day. So I took an hour for Soul Zero, a little over an hour, and then Concrete Jungle I took a little over an hour and only managed to get one episode out of it where I failed at the end. So it's tis the way things roll, as a YouTuber who also has work, who has a full-time job, and just does this as a hobby. So those are my plans for the immediate future. That is my channel update here for October. I'm actually, I thought I was talking for a lot longer than I actually am. I have a ton of footage of Submerged. I recorded for quite some time where I was just playing around trying to play this game, and it looks like you're not going to get to see much of it. But I don't have much else to talk about other than what's going on with the channel and everything else. You should... I occasionally tweet things out on Twitter. I mostly have just my videos getting retweeted out there. But I have tried in the past to be a little bit more active in the social medias, and I still fail. I fail at being social in general. I mean, even as a person, I fail. So it does not surprise me a lot that I fail at that on the internet as well. I try, but I don't. I oftentimes just don't have anything to say. I am the ultimate lurker. Although I am I'm debating whether I should tweet out about my disappointment with Minecraft Story Mode Episode 2 and how short it was and how really rushed and bad the story was. But I might just take a deep breath and not do that. Who knows? Who knows at this point? It's rendering right now, so that is what it is. So yeah, that sort of catches you up with the channel. I do these channel updates once a month, just to, like I said, just catch everybody up, let you know that, what's going on, what's happening. I don't see too many YouTubers that do that. There are a few that do like monthly updates, but not too many. And it's often, I don't know, a little bit fascinating sometimes to hear, the plights of the YouTubers or what's going on behind the scenes. Occasionally see the sausage making, which is another thing I want to get back into. I did do a sausage making video way back in the day where I showed like how I edit things and what tools I use. And that's kind of out of date now because I've made a lot of tweaks and a lot of changes since then, particularly around quality and stuff like that. So I've been debating putting up another video where it's just sausage making, where I kind of pull back the curtain a little bit and show how I record things, how I edit things, stuff of that nature. Maybe like a little mini tutorial about certain things that I've done. Because I know for a fact that whenever I look up, how to do something in Vegas, I get some video of 90-second intro of grunge music, and then some 12-year-old kid with squeaky voice, who isn't organized at all. Like, let me go click on this now, and I gotta go. Let me go open this up, and let me go. It's like, oh god, could you just organize this stuff before the video? Your video is 7 minutes longer than it needs to be. I digress. I have nothing against squeaky 12-year-olds. I'm very impatient. I'm an impatient internet goer at times. I want my answer, and I want it now. How do I do this thing in Vegas? Please, just tell me. But yeah, so that catches you up. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.